In 1997, Oregon passed the nation's first law, House Bill 3283, regulating and attempting to reduce carbon dioxide emissions from baseload natural gas plants, non-baseload power plants using any type of fossil fuel, and non-energy generating facilities that emit carbon dioxide. The law established a permissible emission rate for carbon dioxide, almost identical to the cap in a cap-and-trade program. This cap was set 17% below the cleanest known plant in the country and is periodically adjusted to remain 17% below the state-of-the-art plant. Therefore, a regulated facility can never actually comply with the standard, no matter how emission efficient the facility's processes are. When they can't meet the standard, regulated facilities are mandated to pay money to an organization called the Climate Trust, which puts money into various carbon offset projects that are supposed to reduce carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. However, the truth is different than reality. Many of the Climate Trust projects are plagued by numerous problems such as lack of additionality, lack of accountability of funds, inaccurate assumptions, difficulty of monitoring and verifying results, lack of permanence, and leakage issues. A couple examples from an audit that was done on the Climate Trust reveal these absurdity of carbon offsets and the carbon offset industry in general. 106,000 of the Climate Trust funds went to the Lumi Indian tribe for an annual canoe journey in an Indian college fund called the Northwest Indian College Billy Frank Endowment. Another example, the Climate Trust claimed carbon dioxide offsets from paying a lumber company to needlessly plant more trees on already mandated stocked land. Another example, $120,000 of the Climate Trust funds went to start a website intended to motivate people to carpool and thereby reduce emissions. When the website only reached 4% of its goal after 5 years, the rest of the money was spent on handing out bicycle helmets and pamphlets about how to get around the city on bicycle or on foot. Also, the Climate Trust, in collaboration with the Bonneville Environmental Foundation, spent $200,000 on carbon dioxide offsets that were already created by pre-existing wind farms. The Climate Trust, in fact, overpaid for offsets in numerous projects and essentially cheated regulated facilities and Oregonians out of well over $1.2 million and over 890,000 metric tons of offsets, equivalent to taking 178,000 cars off the road for a year. Now, the unfortunate thing is that there is a parallel between carbon offsets and the 1997 law and cap-and-trade programs. Cap-and-trade programs typically involve a mechanism that allows regulated facilities to purchase carbon offsets rather than decrease emissions. The Western Climate Initiative cap-and-trade program proposed for Oregon has established that regulated facilities can use carbon offsets to meet up to 49% of their cap. This means a large number of facilities that fall under the cap will be purchasing offsets. If a cap-and-trade program were to be implemented in Oregon, expect much higher energy costs and a thriving offset industry that does nothing but redistribute money into projects that do little for the environment.